Hi everyone, I am Jonaline Alberico. 20, I'm proud to represent Bayakabak. My advocacy is the possible benefits of organic farming that deals with the health issues, especially to the young. Maribojoc Demo Farm is the very first in Bohol and in full swing. It is a good example to go organic farming on raising up pigs, goats, chickens, including vegetables, fruits, and even cultivation of earthworms. It also featured to recycle garbage, trash that is used as fertilizers. Also featured is the place for seminars and trainings. With a never-ending aim to improve our beloved town, our former Mayor Leon Vasco, who is recently one of the Cabinet Secretary, never ceases to uplift and look for ways and means to make it a sustaining town and a place where everything will be available in the near future. Moreover, Maribojoc Demo Farm is one of the tourism sites in our town. Many tourists will come and explore the organic farming and feeding to the livestock. They are able to try the food processing. Some of them explore the different plants. Yes, the visitor made it. But how about us? Are we active enough in doing such organic farming? Are we sensitive enough with our daily foods? Are we wise enough to choose the right food we eat, especially to the youngs? Do ourselves try and explore the beauty and the benefits of organic farming? Those questions trigger my mind and I am eager to have a good answers. In relation to that, I made a short survey in our barangay, and their answers are: kayo Mahinday, kanang napapangutan ni mo Mahinday, willing ba ka mo tanom o magbuhat sa organic farming?
Willing ko mo tanom buhat sa willing farming.
Salamat Mahinday. So, kanang hinaot ko nga hangtod nga magbuhatan ni kay para ma-solve na to ang malnutrition diri sa atong barangay. Hi Manoy! Noy, willing ba ka mo tanom Noy o magbuhat sa organic farming?
Oo, willing ko matanom sa mga organic, pero wala man ko'y mga gamit sa masakaang silanan sa mga tanom.
Noy, naitubag na Noy. Pwede ta mo apply sa pag-recycle. So, kung makakita tag mga buak na planggana, mga container, o mga balde nga buak, pwede na nato matamnan. So, wala na na'y problema.
Okay.
Kaya gusto ko, Noy, nga mausulbad sa atong barangay ang malnutrition. Okay?
Okay.
Si Janice, kung pangutanan ni Mute, willing ba kate mo manano, magbubuhat sa organic farming?
Unta, pero wala ko time mo na mo pala tapos sa sawa sa mong sudanon.
Ate, kanang, nalang ko ingon ni Mute nga kanang, dapat dili magunta ka sure o unsa jud ang mga baligya sa sawa nga mga utanon kay nanay mga fertilizers, uban pa ang pangutang ni sa pagtanom. So ako na lang i-introduce ni Mute ang organic farming, which is good sa health sa mga bata. Kay nakita mo gud karon sa survey karon nga tuig nga daghan kaayo ang lista sa mga bata sa malnutrition. So gusto ko te og tabangi ko nga masulbad din nato ning problema ha. Okay?
Okay. Sa sunod, ako magtanong na ko para di na ko magpagsasawang o anon.
Okay, kana maayo na te. Their answers really affect me. It really challenged me to be a role model to them. As youth, I want to implement the use of plastic bottles or containers as path for the plants. In this way, I can help and preserve the beauty of the nature. In fact, recycling waste materials is the best way in campaigning less plastic and more mindful consumption. Now I am encouraging all Maribojocanos to do the organic planting. Let us be wise to the things that surrounds us, such as recycling. Let us be sensitive enough to choose the right food to our family. Help me improve our way of living with the aid of organic farming or the foods that is fresh in our gardens, not with chemicals. Let's not too dependent in the market. Let us help to solve the health problems of our young, such as malnutrition. I am asking to the authority to help us to do the organic farming. I am asking a favor to heartily provide us the opportunity and the encouragement to start and do the organic farming in our barangay. In this manner, by extending your hands to help me achieve my advocacy, it is a great pleasure and chance to us to enjoy life to the fullest and to maintain a healthy living. Let's save Mother Earth, let's save our lives, let's save our future generation. To represent Bayakabak. Mabuhay!
Maribojoc is composed of 22 barangays and one of these is Barangay Bud, 2 kilometers from Poblacion Maribojoc. The name Bud came from the word tubod, which means a body of water. This barangay has a population of 529. The main livelihood in Barangay Bud is farming, fishing, and working abroad as overseas Filipino workers. Also, a livelihood here, a women organization, Rural Development Club, that makes its processes banana chips and sold it to the market with the brand name of Kagumkong. This gives them an additional income and is also now become a pastime hobby of the housewives in Barangay Bud.
Niyata nakitapo kay doon natin programa kanang advokasya sa atong barangay. Ang ipili ng advokasya sa atong kandidata mo ang solid waste management. Now, ang solid waste management is an integrated program of the DNR nga mag-segregate sa mga sagot nga nahipo sa atong barangay properly nga igahin ang malata, dili malata o kanang toxic waste. So, ang giimo sa atong barangay gi-implement din nato sa niito pang tuig 2011. So, giagrihan sa barangay council nga pag-implement ini pagahimon sa Kara Puro.
Even before, Barangay Bud is already abundant with water. Back then, it was free from waste and pollutants. The residents can even take a bath here, but due to improper waste management and segregation, waste dumped into various waterways has created floating islands of toxic pollutants in our oceans, and it greatly affects the main livelihood of the barangay, which is fishing. Improper segregation of garbage also correlates with poor waste management, which spreads disease, pollutes the air, land, and water. At stake is the life and health of the people. Diseases like malaria and dengue are believed to be perpetuated in unsegregated garbage. It served as a breeding ground for these vectors, which is why it became my advocacy to address and to prevent further implications. We can begin to address this problem by teaching them the identification of different types of waste and appropriate disposal methods in partnership with the LG.
The main categories of waste are biodegradable or malata, which includes organic waste, kitchen waste, vegetables, flowers, and leaves. Non-biodegradable or di malata like plastics, papers, glass, metal, and hazardous or delicado such as toxic waste, old medicine, paints, chemicals, batteries, and broken glass.
Through this paradigm, we are advising and encouraging the 7 purok in Barangay Bud to follow these categorized waste bins in cooperation with each purok. This advocacy will be fulfilled.
This is just a simple solution to a complex problem that make a huge difference. Just imagine a world applied with strict SOG and proper waste management. Throw out garbage, maybe a little or not significant for us, but it can have devastating effects on our lives. So together, hand in hand, let's all be steward or change towards preserving and protecting Mother Earth before everything's too late.
SOG for proper waste management.
Just imagine the world when we apply SOG. This is where we live. Love our earth. This is the only one we have. Save it. Keep healthy. Save our Mother Earth.
Welcome to Barangay Lincoln. Welcome to my place. Here in Barangay Lincoln, a large nipa and mangrove plantation exists. These natural bioenergy crops are one of the elements which in a way to help prevent or minimize pollution. Nipa palm provides an impetus for the sustainable generation of bioethanol. These provide not only an opportunity and incentives to generate some carbon emission reduction credits, but also a profitable use to a problem plant. Aside from making nipa huts, we can also produce baskets, alternative walls, as what we call a slip-lip through nipa. The nipa fruit has many uses. We can make candies from it, we can make wine and vinegar from that fruit. Boats are broken. So how about those families who seems like nipa weaving is their only livelihood that could sustain their daily needs? These must be the problem that needs support and solution. In addition, Barangay Lingkod has its very own Lingkod Cultural Collective Group, who performs dance drama showcasing daily livelihood in the community and at the same time promotes tourism covering the barangay. Kayaking is also one of the livelihoods in this area, showing the tourists around, touring them across the river, and is open for everyone. Being part of this prestigious beauty pageant, I would like to use my voice by helping them to give hope to start a better one and to raise awareness towards preserving Mother Earth, because in this way, we could really make this earth a cleaner and a safer place to live in by our future generation, not only for our environment, but it can also help our community through its livelihood activities. I chose this advocacy because I see how these crops helps our environment and at the same time a source of livelihood in the community. My name is Fatima Ginsan, 17, representing Barangay Lincoln, and a proud Binibini with a purpose.
Maribojoc is a coastal town which is known as the fishing village on the southern part of Bohol, where lies Toril, which served as a shelter of farm animals and used this place to pasture and graze their animals. A few lines of the poem of William G. Bacani goes, "The Filipino is resilient. Since time immemorial, we are tested by countless calamities, volcanic eruptions, devastating earthquakes and lahar flows, super typhoons, flash floods, and landslides. Victoriously, we surmounted these ordeals and pains beyond imagination of the human race. For our town, Maribojoc, the same is true. Not too long ago, we had the strongest earthquake that ever hit our beloved province. Our town was one of those hard hit. But where are we now? As in the poem, we surmounted beyond our expectations and our imagination. And what made that possible? Our resilience and trust in God. As a young woman with a lot of dreams for my future and that of my town, I believe we need to be steadfast in our resolve to make Maribojoc one of the best places to be. The best place we can raise our children. The best place to call home. But this is not possible with just those in government to do. Thus, as a young Maribojocanon, I call on our young citizens to help make resilient communities where we are. We have programs in Barangay Turil that our leaders have started, like cattle feeding, rice planting, mushroom production, vermiculture, copra drying, tuba processing, amakan making, and bamboo planting. Thus, let us be involved, especially in disaster preparedness. We grew up always believing in to be prepared at all times. Let us be partners with our barangay and municipal leaders, as nothing can better prepare us but preparing now. I am Clyde Don Madahe, candidate for Binibining Maribojoc 2017 representing Barangay Turil.
During the Spanish era, Spanish officials were sent across the islands throughout the Philippines to list down the names of places where groups of people settled and register the name of its inhabitants. When the Spanish officials reached this place, they asked the settlers the name of the village. One settler who was cutting a damitlong tree answered damitlong, thinking that the Spaniards were asking the name of the tree. The Spanish officials wrongly heard it as Dipatlong and listed it as the name of the place. The place is now named Dipatlong, derived from the trees called Damitlong.
An educated nation is a nation that progresses. One cannot deny that education plays a major role in the development of individuals in different communities. It serves as the highest form of preparation a person must undergo to be globally competitive. Education helps people to grow mentally, interact properly, and compete internationally. It leads people to leading. It opens doors to a lot of opportunities. In other words, education frees a nation as well as its people from ignorance, illiteracy, mockery, and a slow-raced living. Unfortunately, not everyone has been given the chance to receive formal education due to lack of financial support.
The lack of financial support has always been a major factor why some parents cannot send their children to school. Children with poor parents miss the advantageous experiences one can gain if he or she is undergoing formal education. Several cases have involved children who at very young age are already in the streets trying to make a living. This is really unfortunate. Children are the hopes of the future of a country. If children are not molded well, the future of a country is in jeopardy. When I see children whose lives are exposed to the dangers of the streets, I feel a strong urge to commit myself to helping them. This strong urge fuels my desire to educate and break the ignorance among these children. So as a student, a future educator, and a concerned individual, it is my advocacy to help educate the out-of-school youth through teaching them and sharing my knowledge to them. I will encourage young minds to learn what needs to be learned. I will devote my knowledge about literacy, my talents, skills and abilities, and most especially, my time to teach this out-of-school youth so I could raise awareness of the society and the world.
A bini-bini, don't wait for a change because she is the change. This is Giselle Caganan representing Barangay Dipatlaw.
Education plays a vital role in the individual's social and economic development. One of the issues that barangay is facing today is about education, especially the reading abilities of the pupils in Eligway Primary School. Though the teachers are trying their best to teach and improve their reading abilities, there are those who still need more teaching attention, which is somewhat harder for them, since they also have other students to take care of.
Eligway is a small barangay which has a population of more than 500 residents.
As a teacher, unsa ka importante nimo ma'am nga ang imong mga sakop makahibaw tanan og basa?
Importante kayo ang pagbasa sa mga bata kay ang pagbasa usa ka komunikasyon nga gikinahanglan sa panahon nga dunay examination sama pananglit sa LAPG. Kinahanglan nga makabasa sila sa context o dili lang ang pagbasa, kinahanglan usab nga ang makasabot sila sa ilang gibasa. O atong i-consider ang nagkalain-laing abilidad sa mga bata nga sa usa ka klase di dyan may tabo nga silang tanan makabasa. Nayuban nila nga gitawag og struggling nga kinahanglan ang special attention sa magtutudlo ilabi na sa mga ginikanan.
Isip usa ka ginikanan, gusto ko nga ang akong anak makahibaw dyan mo basa para dili po sila ma-ignorante o kanabitaw ng mulakaw, nga makahibaw sila sa mga signboard aron dili po sila mawak, gintahay o mahabilin na importante jud nga makabasa kung karon nga panahon na kay kuha na mga mga high-tech na magandang mga gamit. Unsaon pagkakuha nimo o magkuha ka o bili ko kahibaw mo basa. Mo na importante jud ang bata nga makahibaw jud nga mo basa.
For me, this advocacy is very important. It might just be a small act of kindness, but it would create a huge impact on the development of a child and for their future.
Importante jud ang pagbasa especially sa mga bata karon kay from the start, so importante jud na makabalo ta mo basa para mahimo ta successful in the future. So as a youth, so kinahanglan jud ang atong involvement para mold ta sa mga young generations karon and ato sila i-motivate, tabangan nato sila kung how to read para to become a better person and to be successful in the future. So, if you're a good reader, then you can be a good reader.
Gusto kong makahamang ko eskwela aron makatabang ko sa akong mama o papa.
I am Rikami Magdaza, a binibini who is brave and confident to live up to its principle. Let's all take the chance and make a change.
Welcome to Barangay Poblacion, the center of trade, business, and other establishments in the town of Maribojoc. It is composed of people having common traditions, activities, and interests, thus having wonderful nature full of diverse creatures that became the major crowd's livelihood. However, our nation experiences the fastest growing drug problem, which had become the #1 public health crisis in the country. Unfortunately, our barangay is one of those who suffered such dilemma.
I chose this as my advocacy because I observed that drug addiction is the biggest problem the country at present is facing. It should be stopped because it could destroy people, community, and the entire nation. I want myself be an agent of change, an instrument that could inspire people to do what is right and just.
Iwasan mo ang droga, huwag mong subukan. Masisira ang buhay mo at sa huli ang bayan.
Through this advocacy, I could be able to help those drug dependents putting their lives back to the right direction. By means of this campaign, I could assist them in addressing their needs towards their recovery. Aside from mental, physical, and spiritual related activities, I think that livelihood programs are also the best ways that could help them throughout the process. Providing them fishing boats could be of great help in improving their fishing livelihood, thus helping them sustain their daily needs and necessities.
Ang mga programa, ang barangay na ay programa sa livelihood sama sa paghatag kanila og sakayan nga paruto. So kaning programa ha, pohon madugangan pa kini gamit nila sa ilang panginabuhian.
top priority ni sa atong administration karon ang anti-illegal drugs. The Holy Cross Parish immediately responded to the call and we initiated the community-based drug rehabilitation program. Involved means na i-introduce na to kay kasagaran yung mga drug victims na isolate mo na sila sa sa atong society. First, we hired psychologists, then we assess na mo ang mga drug victims, then based sa assessment sa atong mga psychologists, dito tayong pasod ng mga programs like physical activities, natay sports activities, naabot tayo mga psychosocial aning activities. So, all in all, sa una, katong kasagaran na itong drug victims, dili manimba. So, karon ato na silang di-encourage nga mo apil-apil sa mga activities sa simbahan. So, makita na to karon nga ang mga drug victims, na gyud kanang kasagaran na trabaho, uban nga nangundang og eskwela, ibalik na og eskwela, yung mga mingunta mga kabuang nga binuhatan nila karon. Atong sum up nga mga productive members na sila sa community.
Welcome to Barangay Poblacion, the center of trade, business, and other establishments in the town of Maribojoc. A Bini is not just a beauty queen, but a role model and a catalyst of change.
I can't see my way through the dark. You hide the night from me. As long as I can see the light in your eyes, there's nowhere I'd rather be. We walked all night through the shadows of light, and I carried your heart in my hands, carried your heart in my hand. You promised me that we would never grow up. That was a lifetime ago, before you had to go.
I am Maria Sheila Villasran from Barangay Poblacion,